called a YouTube series, but it was basically a content series called Blossoms and Bourbon. You did that, what, 2 or 3 years ago?
Yeah, about 3 years ago. Yeah.
And this lived on mostly on YouTube. Was a lot of video content, and this was created from some of your obviously florals, blossoms, but bourbon.
Yeah.
Let's talk
Yeah.
about that. So
Oh,
why
yeah.
blossoms and bourbon?
Well, it's interesting. I had the opportunity 2 years in a row, actually, to be a volunteer decorator at the White House. And prior to that, I had really, in my mind, sort of was thinking retirement, thinking, okay, I'm going to phase out now. Had the opportunity to do the White House. And honestly, when I came back from that, I was around so many creative people, and it was just such an energizing and really positive experience that when I came home, I thought, I'm not done. I really feel like I have a lot left to give. And having been in business for as long as I have, I know stuff. And it's like, how can I share that? So the idea of a YouTube series came up. And I started doing some research, my due diligence on other series. There were lots and lots, and there still are lots and lots of floral tutorials. You can just, throw a coin and see all kinds of them. But I wanted to differentiate mine from those in some way. And I also wanted to let people get to know who I am. And so I'm a bourbon guy and I like bourbon. So the alliteration of Blossoms and Bourbon was appealing. And the idea was that we would do a floral tutorial, a technique, show some design style, but then also do a bourbon tasting as part of each episode. And so that's really where that came from. I think we ended up filming 90, almost maybe 95 episodes. We posted them every 2 weeks. Um, and, had great interaction and feedback from people really around the world who had stumbled on the channel and found it and said, "Oh gosh, you're great at, explaining how you do things. And I'm watching from Southeast Asia." And, just things like that were so fun and really pretty amazing.
Wow. Oh my gosh. That's 95. That is awesome. And
It was a lot.
you worked with a videographer though, right? You weren't doing all this on your own, right?
Correct. No, no, no. And that was, again, one thing that I noticed early on was the very iPhone-ish quality of some of those video series that I saw. And I knew that I didn't want that. I wanted it to be professional. And so I hired a videographer who came and set up lighting and multiple cameras here in my workshop at the shop. And so we shot all the episodes here with him doing great work. I mean, he did such beautiful work and really focused on the lighting and how best to enhance not only this old face, but also the product.